Good morning, students. Today we are starting our new chapter, second book, Accounting for Share Capital. First of all, in this chapter, we will discuss about the formation of company or company form of business. You already studied in your previous class about company. What is a company? Company is an artificial person which is created by law. It has its own seal and its own identity in the eyes of law. So company is an expanded form of business, and for company form of business the uh, need for capital is also in a very large amount. So here is start the point, share capital. What is share capital? In company form of organization where there is expanded form of business, the business is very large, so the contribution of capital is also, the need of capital is also very large. They need a huge amount of capital to maintain their business, and it is not necessary or it is not desirable to contribute the capital only by the directors. Board of directors are the members which are elected by the shareholders. And who are shareholders? Company distribute its capital in small shares, in small parts of capital. That is known as share. Means small parts of, small units of capital which are purchased or subscribed by the public, who contribute in the business of or in the capital of company, are these small units are known as shares, and the person who purchase these shares from the company are known as shareholders. So all the shareholders are treated as the member of the company, but they are not this is not compulsory for each and every person to contribute to contribute in the business of or in the conduction of business of the company. That's why they elect their representatives who manage the business activities of any company, and these members which are elected by the shareholders are known as board of directors, as the representative of the shareholders. And in fact all the affairs of the company are governed by the provisions of the Companies Act 1956. Okay, a company usually raises its capital in the form of shares, that is called share capital, and debentures, which is known as debt capital. Debentures is also finance from the outsiders to the company, but these are returnable, these are redeemable. We can say redeemable means refunded. This so the here it is given features of a company. What are the main features of a company? It's body corporate, separate legal entity, limited liability, perpetual succession, common seal, transferability of shares, and may sue or may be sued. All these are characteristics of a company. You all must know these characteristics and the meaning and definition of company, because you all have read and learned all these points in your previous class. So we will start from the capital, and here it is given kinds of companies. This also you may know: companies limited by shares, companies limited by guarantee, unlimited companies. And further distribution of companies is public company. Public company means which is not a private company, has minimum paid up capital of rupees 5 lakh rupees or such higher paid up capital. Then private company is one which has a minimum paid up capital of rupees 1 lakh. This is the basic difference. In public company, its paid up capital is 5 lakh rupees, and in paid up capital 5 lakh rupees, and in private company its paid up capital is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, now come to the share capital of the company. Share capital means a company, being an artificial person, cannot generate its own capital, that I told you. So it is contributes capital is to be collected from several persons. These persons are known as shareholders, and the amount contributed by them is called share capital. The shares which are purchased by the shareholders and through the selling of shares, company collect the amount from shareholders, and that is known as share capital. It can be classified further. First is authorized capital or registered capital. So authorized capital is the amount of share capital which a company is authorized to issue by its memorandum of association, or by the amount. This amount can be increased or decreased as per the procedure laid down in the Companies Act. Company cannot raise its capital according to its own will. Then issued capital. Issued capital is that part of authorized capital which is actually issued to the public. Issued to the public means issued to the public for subscription, means public में उन shares को sell out करना, public के लिए issue करना. That's why it is called issued capital. Then third one is subscribed capital. Subscribed capital means the part of issued capital which has been actually subscribed by the public, which is purchased by the public. The shares, the part of issued capital means the part of issued shares which are subscribed or purchased by the public is known as subscribed capital. Then called up capital. After application and allotting of shares, next stage come called up. Called up means जितना amount call किया गया है. Suppose 100 rupees is the face value of any share, and from this 100 rupees company called only rupees 50. Okay, so this 50 rupees is called up capital, and the remaining is uncalled or reserve capital. Then paid up capital, the amount which is paid by the public, that is known as paid up capital. जितना amount shareholders pay कर चुके हैं, that is paid up capital. Then uncalled capital, the portion of the subscribed capital which has not been yet called up. As stated earlier, the company may collect this amount anytime when it needs further funds. जब कंपनी को और फंड्स की ज़रूरत होती है तब वो रिमेनिंग अमाउंट कॉल करती है, तो दैट इज़, जब तक वो कॉल नहीं करेंगे तो उसको कहेंगे अनकॉल्ड कैपिटल. देन रिजर्व कैपिटल. अ कंपनी में रिजर्व अ पोर्शन ऑफ इट्स अनकॉल्ड कैपिटल टू बी कॉल्ड ओनली इन द इवेंट ऑफ वाइंडिंग अप ऑफ द कंपनी. जब कंपनी वाइंडिंग अप मीन्स एंड ऑफ द कंपनीज बिजनेस, अगर ऐसा वाइंडिंग अप का कंडीशन होता है तो उसी कंडीशन में रिजर्व कैपिटल को कंपनी कॉल करेगी फॉर paying of its debts. So this chart is given authorized share capital. Under it, these categories: issued capital and unissued capital. Issued capital, which is issued in the public and public subscribed or purchased. So this is subscribed capital. Again further division of subscribed capital: subscribed and fully paid up, subscribed but not fully paid up. Public subscribed the shares and amount fully paid up, and here amount is not fully paid up, or some uncalled amount is there. So this is the this is about the capital. Now come to the shares. Nature and classes of shares. So shares refers to the units into which the total share capital of a company is divided. शेयर्स क्या होते हैं? जो छोटे स्मॉल यूनिट्स जो कैपिटल को जिसमें डिवाइड किया है, दैट इज नोन एज शेयर्स. और वी कैन से अ शेयर इज अ फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट ऑफ द शेयर कैपिटल एंड फॉर्म्स द basis of ownership interest in a country. People who purchase shares becomes the owner of the company because they contribute their capital for the functioning of company. Then shares can be divided in two ways: preference shares and equity shares. Equity shares are shares which have equal rights. Means an equity share is a share which is not a preference share. ना उनको कोई प्रेफरेंस नहीं दिया जाता. इन अदर वर्ड, शेयर्स विच डू नॉट एंजॉय एनी प्रेफरेंशियल राइट इन द पेमेंट ऑफ डिविडेंड और रीपेमेंट ऑफ कैपिटल आर टर्म्ड एज इक्विटी और ऑर्डिनरी शेयर्स. ओके, देन प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. प्रेफरेंस नाम से ही है, उनको एक्स्ट्रा प्रेफरेंस दिया जाता है. कुछ फिक्स अमाउंट रहता है, परसेंटेज रहता है, जिससे उन्हें हमेशा डिविडेंड जब भी कंपनी डिक्लेयर करती है तो फर्स्ट प्रेफरेंस ऑफ taking dividend from the company is given to preference shareholders, and after paying off to the preference shareholders, if there is profit remaining for in the company, then it will be distributed to equity shareholders as dividend. Okay, and at the time of repayment also, or winding up of a company, first preference is given to the preference shareholders for repayment of their amount, and if some amount is remaining after payment of preference shares, then it will be given to the equity shareholders.